little honey on your morning muffin. That's right, we have brunch here at GLBT America with Scott Withers and, so sweet, Honey Labrador.
Hey there, brunchers. Today's guests, Lori Petty, Antonio Rufino, Troy Penn, and Jim DeOracio.
What are you doing there?
I'm just, tomorrow's my birthday, and I'm just so worried that I'm getting older.
You have a little age crisis?
I am. It's Hollywood, so of course, but I think I look okay.
Yeah,
my
I
hair's
don't know what
okay.
you're combing there on your head. Good morning, brunchers. I'm Honey Labrador, your host.
Leave that there.
Welcome to brunch.
Oh, good morning, honey. Love ya.
Mean it.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, it is. I woke
Come
up.
here, let me see something.
Do I have something else?
Laugh lines.
Oh, bitch! You did not go there. Oh, I did not need that today. Let me just tell you, I woke up this morning and I thought, oh my God, it's my birthday tomorrow. I used to be so excited about birthdays, and now I'm like,
you will find zero sympathy from me.
I know,
Zero,
honey.
zero.
I know, because
I'm the big 4.
I know, I'm nowhere near as old as you are. But when I get there...
Older means better.
Yeah.
Older is better.
Just like
40's the new 20. Thank goodness.
Keep saying that, someone will believe it. So I actually woke up this morning and said, oh my gosh, because usually I'm like so excited, oh, it's a birthday, and I'm just like, I don't know. I think it's because in Hollywood, everybody lies about their age, and I'm being honest about mine. I'm going to be 33 tomorrow, and I don't care, who knows, but it's just this thing in Hollywood, everyone has to be young, and just another year is like, oh gosh.
Yeah, but the thing is, you look great, and that's what matters. It's how you think.
Thank you.
Yes.
It was very strange this morning, before we go into the papers. We've been talking all along about how I've been rubbing off on you, and you've been rubbing off on me a little bit, like you started watching more TV. I want America to know the very first words out of Honey Labrador's mouth to me today wasn't hello, it was, did you watch Lost last night? The very first words. This is a woman who never used to watch TV.
Yeah, but this is a show that you have been raving about, and I turned it on, and I hate when you turn on a show and you don't watch it all the time and you can't get into the story.
Yeah.
Didn't get it. Didn't get it at all.
I've actually
so I took a bath instead.
Lost my interest in Lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the...
You know what I did watch, though? Because I TiVo'd the night before because, I fell asleep. I watched Commander-in-Chief. I love that show.
I love Gina Davis.
I can't believe I'm becoming such a lesbian. I'm sitting here talking about television.
Love it.
Yay.
I know. I love that show. I actually, because it was not a lot of good TV, I actually went out and bought the Star Wars movie, and I watched that last night. It was really good.
6 hours of it or whatever?
I got little chills when he took his first breath.
I have to admit, though, in 1979,
74, I think.
it was 79, sweetie. I know you were a baby. I saw Star Wars 9 times that summer.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was the only thing to do. We were in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, and I wasn't gay yet, of course. I was 12. And so I used to go every day. It was like $1.50. I remember when it was $1.50 to go to a movie.
Nice.
For $2, you had popcorn, soda,
a reach
movie.
around and everything.
And you could even smoke in theaters back then. I was one of those little kids in the balcony.
Nice, smoking in the theater.
Yeah, but you know what I did? I had to get, of course, my birthday came and went, and I forgot. Make sure you don't do this. I had to get my license renewed.
Yeah.
I missed the license renewal thing, so I had to go to the DMV, one of our favorite places. So I go to the DMV, and I have to take the test. So I have to actually
That's right, you told me about this.
So I had to take the written test.
Right.
So I'm doing the written test, and this one question, for any of you out there who have to take your written test, it says, backing up, like reversing in your car is A, always dangerous, B, dangerous while someone is directing you, or C, dangerous when driving a large vehicle.
All of the above.
Well, the thing is that I've been driving for a long time, 20 some odd years, and I'm like, dangerous is not the way they should put it. So I said dangerous when driving a large vehicle. I drive an SUV, and I thought, that's what it is. That was the wrong answer. It was always dangerous. And then, of course, I came out and Shannon was sitting there. She's like, so how ddid you do? Because I'm like a little frustrated. And I said, it's a danger, Will Robinson, danger. I'm backing up, I mean, it's ridiculous.
They do that on purpose with us.
But you know why I think they do it? Is because they translate everything. So it's like the common denominator of who's going to understand. So if they use the word cautious,
That
most
makes
people wouldn't even
sense,
understand.
especially in California.
And my daughter, who's 16, of course, who I need to get her driving, just because I hate driving everywhere.
I don't blame you.
She basically said, well, Mom, it's because it's really geared towards teenagers. And not only that, last thing, and I'll be done with this, is that when you're renewing on the written test, you can only get 3 wrong. But if you're a first-time applicant, you can get up to 6 wrong. Who thought that one up?
It should be the other way around.
Absolutely.
How many did you get wrong?
One. That one
just the
backing
one?
up question,
I probably would
which
have
was
failed
ridiculous.
It. I would have failed it bad.
No, but I actually, I boned up on the driving manual before I went in.
Yeah, I'm not a very good driver. That's
I
why
threw that one out there for you, and you didn't even jump on it.
Sorry. I'm not a very good a driver. That's why the company is giving me a minivan to tool around in. So
oh my gosh,
if
and
you're
you know
ever
what?
in West Hollywood and you want to hang out with me, you can drive around West Hollywood with me in my minivan.
No, I've got an idea, and I've already talked to the producers about this, is we want to, instead of pimp your ride, that show on MTV, we're going to drag your ride. We're going to, drag it out.
Fantastic.
We have Jenny Shimuzu. I know she'll be able to get us good contacts. We're going to put some, spinning ghetto rims on your car.
That is so cool. On my
maybe
little minivan, on my little gold minivan.
We may have to put a big Q.
That's
because
fine.
after all, this is the Q television
I'm totally
network.
fine with that. And tonight we have big news.
We're going to see Rent. We're going to a screening of Rent.
I'm so excited about this movie. And the reason we're going to go see it is that one of our big guests tomorrow. I don't know. Do we want to say his name?
No,
or do
we
we
won't
want it to be
say
a
it yet.
surprise? One of the stars will be here tomorrow.
Yes.
So I'm very excited. I hope we get to meet him tonight.
It's not Rosario Dawson, just so
No,
y'all
it's not
know. I was cheering for her, but she's not available.
No, we got
unfortunately.
somebody else that's very, very important, and you're gonna love him when he's
Yes.
here tomorrow. So we're gonna go see him tonight and see the movie tonight, and we'll surprise you with who it is from that movie and from the Broadway.
And you know what else
tomorrow.
I'm going to see tomorrow night? Betty Buckley.
No
Betty
way.
Buckley. Now, when I was a little girl, I would watch 8 is Enough, and I didn't realize I was so straight then. But every time I saw Betty Buckley, I'd get that butterflies
Yeah.
and tingles, and I thought, oh my God! So I actually get to go see her play tomorrow night. She has a play down in Orange
cool.
County, and then I get to interview her.
That is so cool.
I know.
That is going to be very awesome.
You're such a liar because you're sitting here going, oh, Betty Buckley. And I heard that they said to you, oh, so Betty Buckley, and you were like, who? And I'm like, what kind of a gay man are you? You don't know who Betty Buckley is.
I was
Cats.
kidding.
She was in Cats, the
I know who
original
Betty
Cats.
Buckley is.
Okay. So anyway,
and then-
sports. I'm very excited
sports.
because
Do we
now
have-
it is basketball season.
That's the one where you bounce and dribble.
That's right. And the Lakers, actually, they've got...
And the really tall boys with big hands and feet.
They're huge.
They
Those
are
boys
huge.
huge.
I've
And you know what
actually been
they
in
say
the-
about big feet?
I know, because I've
Big
been in the
shoes.
locker room of
Big
the Detroit
shoes.
Pistons after
really?
a game.
Oh, yeah?
It's true. That's all I'm saying.
Big feet, big shoes. We'll leave it at that.
We are.
So anyway,
Leaving it at that.
today in gay history.
So the dilemma continues. The black envelope that we, for some reason, just love has disappeared once again. We can't buy a 35-cent black envelope every day. I don't know where it goes, but it's disappeared. So here is the gay history for today. I don't know how to say this person's name, so I'm going to say it. 1970, Bella Abzug was
don't know
elected
who Bella Abzug
No, I know
was?
it, but I didn't want to
Oh, dear
pronounce
God.
it incorrectly. Abzug, because I thought it was spelled wrong. Abzug was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives. She would become the first to introduce a gay rights law in Congress.
Yes, she was amazing, and actually, my mother knew her.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah. So
that's
it was
awesome.
like she was out there for women's rights. We
Yay!
loved Bella. In 1975, a front page article about success of the gay news magazine The Advocate.
Love
they
The
are very
Advocate.
good friends.
Love 'em.
Appeared in the Wall Street Journal. I love the 70s. I know you don't remember them, but I remember the
really
70s.
don't.
And so many great activists. So much was going
don't-
on then. Burning bras and all that stuff.
I don't remember this.
Okay. 1983, U.S. Senator John Glenn told the National Gay Task Force that he does not support gay rights legislation and will not do anything which might consider advocacy or promotion of homosexuality.
Maybe we should send him to outer space again.
Wall of shame,
And
John
leave
Glenn.
him there.
Wall of shame.
Yeah, maybe he'll have a heart attack in outer space.
Can I tell you something? I actually got to meet him. Pretty amazing person, but still. Can't deal with that. And today, birthdays. Our birthday today Terrence McNally, the most important gay playwright since Tennessee Williams, was born in 1939. Happy birthday. But you know what? A very special friend of ours who we're going to try to call.
I know. I found out right before the show.
It's his birthday today. And that's why I kept thinking you were turning 35.
No.
And he is going to kill me. But our very own Robbie Laughlin is 35 today. Happy birthday, Robbie.
I'm so glad that Robbie's older than me. And you can Robbie, we love you.
Got a picture of him. That's after he killed the fish.
Robbie
Apparently he killed the fish.
ate a fish. I didn't think he was a lesbian, but I guess he switches.
So do you have? Yeah. So we got some emails, and again,
we do.
if you want to email us, brunch@qtelevision.com. Let us know what you think of Scott's aging.
Before we go to email, if you live in Syracuse, New York, you need to run out immediately and buy a copy of the Syracuse Post-Standard. Immediately. Because you will notice on the front page above the masthead is
Yes, he's a cover girl now.
I'm a cover girl in Syracuse,
and
we're going to get a copy of the paper to show you tomorrow because it's on the stands today. And then the entire E1 and E2 pages are all about
But who else's picture do they have in there? Let's get real. That's right.
So we love you, Syracuse, New York.
Mr. Gay from the network.
Absolutely.
All right, so we have, of course, we want to say hi to our friends in Chicago.
Love Chicago.
Andrew says, Scott and Honey, everything about your show on November 2nd was hot. Michelle Dayton, I kept saying Drayton, but it's Dayton, was absolutely beautiful as always and sweet, and that cardio striptease really got my blood pumping. I love brunch so much. Can I tell you, that cardio striptease got everything pumping.
You should have seen that boy from
All I have to say is that we
posterior
cannot
view.
have 19-year-olds on this show because I am going to get
That boy had
arrested.
buns of steel.
You could have bounced a quarter off. Oh my God!
Oh my God! The black envelope is back.
Can I tell you something? Woo! We've got to hide this.
Yeah, I know, we do.
Somebody else, I bet Jackie is using it on his show.
It could
for
be
something.
on the queer edge because it's black. And all the other emails just talk about yesterday's show and how they loved it, but they love the striptease. I got to tell you, that boy's butt and his little underwear were sticking up, and you could see the band. It was hot.
Yep. And
so just go buy his DVD.
That's right.
I think we have
A phone call.
a clip.
We have a clip of
Let's
little
take a
Mr.
look
Robbie
quick.
Laughlin.
And our good friend, Robbie Laughlin.
Robbie.
Oh, Pee-wee. I've made peace. Normally I don't eat fish, Pee-wee, but waste not, want not. A little salt. There you go. A little bit of lemon. Ooh. You were such a good little fish. Oh. Look at you jump, just like you used to. Except now you're dead.
You bastard! I had no... Robbie Laughlin?
Robbie!
Hey!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
We
Thank
love you.
guys. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you just getting home from a night of festivities?
No, not at all. I was home really early last night, like a little angel. I was at a Kitchen Confidential party because I was on that show, and I had the time of my life, and now I'm flying to Seattle.
Hold on a second. Kitchen Confidential. I didn't think you could cook, but of course we just saw you cooking up poor little Pee-wee. So what did you do on Kitchen Confidential, Robbie?
I played Lindsay Lohan's assistant.
Oh,
cool.
That's fun. Just
Yeah.
passing that bottle over to her, making sure she stays nice and saucy.
Hey, what are you doing
I'll
in
tell you one
Seattle?
thing, though. I won't ride in a car with Lindsay Lohan.
I don't blame you. Hey, what are you doing
my
in
goodness.
What are you doing in Seattle?
Oh, I'm going up and doing this benefit on Friday night for the Gay Business Association. I'm not sure what I'm getting myself into, but it sounds fun.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to call and just say happy birthday because
And
we love you.
when you get back, we're going to have a big old party for you somewhere in West Hollywood. Okay, baby?
Thank you so much. I love you, Scotty. I love you, honey.
I
Happy
love
birthday.
you.
Bye, you guys.
Happy birthday.
Love you. Bye-bye. Bye.
We've just eaten right
So
into the
glad
news
he's
today.
old.
So
I know,
I think what we should do is just talk about the one thing. Well, go ahead.
I'm
do
going
the
to do
news.
it because there's
But-
actual good news today.
But you know what?
Let me go to my news cover.
I was watching last night, and Camilla, oh boy, oh
Oh, let me tell you about
boy.
her.
She needs to fire her dressers.
Girl.
That's all I have to say. I'll leave it at that.
I'm working out. News. I don't get music for news. Why is that?
That's
Okay, let's put up news. Bing! There we go.
mad.
Our good friend Sam Alito. Get this. Sam actually could be gay friendly. While he was a student at Princeton, he recommended the decriminalization of sodomy, and he called it a threat to privacy. Who knew that Sam liked to bottom? I didn't know that, but apparently he does. So that's good news for us. So we'll just have to see what happens with that. Moving on to a real hate monger.
Let's see who this
Rick
is.
Santorum, the wonderful, hideous man from Pennsylvania. He's a senator. Get this. The Stonewall Democrats are throwing parties all over across the country called retirement parties for him. They're trying to raise money to defeat him in his re-election bid in 2006. So we might have to have a retirement party for Rick Santorum right here on Brunch. I think that's awesome. We'll do that. We'll call the Stonewall Democrats.
This sounds like a moveon.org.
And finally, real quick in the news, there they are. Look at him. There's Prince Charles. And now we were just trying to figure out what her title is. Here he is showing up at the White House the other day. He is Prince Charles. He's the heir to the British throne. Camilla, because of the whole divorce with Diana, what have you, she can't be queen. So her title is the Duchess of Cornholing. I'm sorry. She's not the Duchess of Cornholing. She's the Duchess of Cornwall. My bad. And they were at the White House, and there they are with the president and Laura, and they had a fabulous dinner. But actually, while they were there, Charles got in a knock against the president and said, the entire world looks up to you, and you need to take a better leadership role on saving the environment.
There you go.
And if you look at them when they stand close by, they both had the same ears.
Maybe they were separated at birth.
They could be. So.
Well, you know what? We've got a fabulous show.
We do.
We're rounding out. This is our fashion week. We're highlighting a bunch of different local designers, and a very special person is coming in, Lori Petty. Did you know that she's designing clothes?
I didn't.
She does this stuff, and I like to call it karmic clothing because I'm wearing a piece.
I love it.
When you wear it, it actually makes you feel whatever the message is.
I've loved her ever since she played baseball.
I know. I love that movie.
And then we have actor Antonio Rufino is here. You're going to recognize him from a lot of things.
I know, and he's cute too.
Oh, he's hot.
And then also, I started getting my hair. You didn't even mention my color, but I did my roots yesterday because the grays were coming in.
Yeah, I was going to say it was
sticking out. And my dear friend Troy, my hairstylist, is coming in today to give me a little trim and clean it up. And then
very cool.
Jim DeRazio.
Oh, we're going to be cooking out on the patio, baby.
That's right. We're going to use that patio while we have it.
We're going to abuse it.
So, let's get the door. You want to get the door? Go ahead.
Rock, paper, scissors. One, two, three. Ha-ha.
I hate when you win.
Hello.
Hi, baby.
Oh my gosh, come on in. How are you? Oh, you look fabulous. Hey, don't go anywhere. There's a lot more brunch coming up right after this.
We'll be right back.
Can
I get you a drink?
Email us,
Cocktails, mimosas for breakfast?
Absolutely.
Obviously, you could say cornhole.
Right.
That was an accident, Lori Petty. I didn't mean to say cornhole.
Welcome back to Brunch. We're here live. Scotty Withers, Honey Labrador.
Oh,
We're
right,
here
we're
with
live.
the incomparable Lori Petty.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in. I just have to say, she just said, can you swear? And I was about to say, the 7 words you can never say on television, George Carlin. Also dating myself, but I can't say them because we're on.
Exactly.
Look at this catalog. I love this. I've got to show this. We get a shot of this. Lord Knows from Lori Petty.
Thank you.
I was so excited because I got to go to an event at the Graciela Hotel, and it was for pets and a lot of animals who had been displaced in Hurricane Katrina, and it was a really great fashion spread. All of these designers were there, and we met there. And I have to say, just to be googly, I'm such a big fan.
Oh, thank you
I'm
so
a huge
much.
fan. I was
Me
a big
too.
tomboy jock, and when I saw, I mean, really, and not to, it's like A League of Their Own. For me, you were the best thing in that movie.
Thank
That
you
was one
so
of my
much.
Seriously.
favorite movies of
Yes.
all time.
And he
Thank
knows
you.
nothing about sports.
I
So-
don't watch sports, but I love that movie.
But you know, when I saw the clothes you had, you gave me a shirt, and we were talking about. It says, "God loves God," and it's like karmic clothing. It's like clothing, and I really believe this because I wear a ring that says hope, and I really believe like what we wear, it's like an affirmation.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about your clothing line and
Absolutely.
what
Well, I'm gonna-
inspired you and how you.
I actually have to run. I got to go to a class, but it's so good seeing you. I'm sorry, I do love you. I really do
love
because
you
you're a
too.
writer, a director.
You know what it
name
is? He's just thinking that there's nothing here for him.
There's no boys'
so
clothes, but that's okay.
They're unisex, baby.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Maybe
We're
I'll come
gonna
back
get you
later.
something. We're
It's
gonna
good
get.
to see you. I really do. I do love you. I'll be
I
back
love
in
you
just
too.
a little bit. It's Lori Petty. Watch her.
He's just such a queen. Anyway, so
But maybe he had to pee.
yeah, you know what he probably does, and he does that a lot. He has it. There you go. It's that he's getting older. It's the bladder thing. More
But
salt.
it's true. What you think, what you say, how you are, what you believe, what you wear, it all matters.
Right.
It's not like this matters and that doesn't matter.
Right.
Everything matters.
Right.
Either
And
everything
I know
matters
that
or
because
nothing matters.
Just even when I get angry, if I say something, I feel bad
That's right.
afterward. And it really doesn't affect the person that I'm saying it to.
No.
Somebody cuts me off in traffic,
Right.
it's like truly, I'm truly trying to do this. I don't always do it, but bless them and let them go.
Absolutely.
And you feel better about it.
You know, I had a dear friend who was in the hospital. I could sit at a green light just because I was on my way to the hospital every day, right?
Right.
And people honking at me, flipping me off, and I'm going, my best friend's dying in the
Right.
hospital. Now I think about that when there's someone in front
Right.
of me and they're not going. Maybe, who knows?
Right, you have no idea what's happened to that
You don't
person.
know.
And the horrible thing is that a tragedy like 9/11,
Mm-hmm.
Hurricane Katrina, the tsunami, something usually has to happen to
Mm-hmm.
wake up the consciousness of people. And what you've done is you've created an actual clothing line that helps jar the consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, what happened with 9/11 is that the people got fearful. Instead of being compassionate, we had a moment in time where and we all get these moments. You get a moment, every moment of your life is this moment, but we get big moments sometimes. In 9/11, we had a chance to show the world compassion and love and forgiveness, or retaliation, vengefulness, and, get back at him.
Right.
He made a wrong choice.
Well, the funny
And now
thing
we're
is,
paying for that.
we were just talking about this in those bumper stickers that you see. It's like, what would Jesus do? And you started to say, oh yeah, he would go over and bomb a bunch of innocent women and children, and that's not. Whatever your
No.
higher power is, I'm guessing that is not the answer.
Well, and I don't think that we need to be saying, say you love Jesus or we'll kill you.
Right.
Because that's what he's doing.
Exactly.
And I think you need to live by example. And killing people is not the way to go, ever, in my opinion. I don't care what they did.
Right.
They
And-
did it. They messed up. They have to live with that.
Right.
So I can only do what I can do. You can do what you can do. And what we can do is just show love. I'm not proselytizing. I'm not trying to say this is the way and the truth. No. I'm just saying you know what's right.
Right.
You know how to do better. You know how to love. You know how to give. You know how to share. It's very simple stuff.
But what's really wonderful, I find, is that we have a platform. And because, and I believe it's like I am blessed to actually be able to do
Yeah.
what I do for a living, which I love to do. And what is the message that you want to put out there? And I'm guessing that was what inspired you to actually create these clothes. Let's talk about this. How long have you had your clothing line?
Well, it's called Lord Knows. I was
Like
born.
Lord.
Lord Knows. LAWDKNOWS. I was born in a trailer park in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I was. It was a long way from there to the big silver screen,
There you go.
but somehow.
You made it.
My father was a Pentecostal minister, actually, like fire and brimstone and burn in hell, which doesn't exist, by the way. So that's a part of where the title came from, Lord Knows. And also, when we look around now, we see what's up and what's going on in the world, and it just doesn't make any sense. Of course, gay people should be able to get married. What's wrong with people
Right.
loving people?
How does that hurt you if I get married to my girlfriend? Truly.
Well, if you don't believe in gay marriage, don't marry a gay person. Okay? It's very simple. Just don't marry one. So it's
There you go.
so that's when you just look how crazy things are, and you just go, Lord knows, and that's kind of what it is. And it's also that, Lord, meaning love, does know.
Right. And that's what I love. This shirt that I'm wearing, I don't know if you can really see
you
it
can.
because I've
It
got a
looks
push-up bra on. But I looked in the camera and I've got
It looks
some serious
great.
cleavage, which we know really doesn't exist. It says, love one another as I have loved you. And I got to tell you, I love cotton, okay? It breathes, it's soft, it's wonderful. We all know about the cotton commercials. But the actual message, it makes me feel good. What is so? Where do you pull these? You have love, light, love. I know we have a lot of samples, and we're going to go and look at some of the things that you've made.
Well, Jesus actually only said two things. That everything else was made up by a bunch of other people that said they said this, and this one wrote this one, and it was a letter, and then 17 generations
A lot
later.
of interpretation going on there in the Bible.
And a lot of picking and choosing.
Right.
In the Bible. A lot of picking and
exactly.
choosing. It says, honor your father and thy mother, or we'll kill you.
Right.
Okay, they took that part
Right.
out. Anyway, Jesus said, love one another as I have loved you, and love the Lord thy God with all your heart, all your mind, all your body, and all your soul. It's very simple, two things. So love one another as I have loved you is a way to remember all day, every day, what you are and how you should be and who you are and how to just make your way in the world. And this reminds you, please, I have Gloria in Excelsis Deo tattooed on my arm so I don't forget.
Oh, yes, there you go.
So, but you don't have to tattoo yourself, you can just wear the shirt.
I've tattooed myself a couple times, and those relationships ended promptly afterward. I'll just leave it at that. It was my Johnny Depp moment. Don't do that. Don't go putting somebody. If you put God, you put your child, you put your mom. That's okay. I didn't put Winona forever, but we won't bring that up. I've already fixed that tattoo, so no more tattoos with names on them. But I want to say I think we have a clip, and we also want to put up your website. We have a still of the Oh Lord shirt.
Oh,
let's see
cool.
that. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
I love that you model your own stuff too.
Well,
because
you love
it.
Yeah.
So there on the left, you see Oh Lord.
And also, all the artwork is done by me. Not only is it my company, it's all my artwork, it's all my paintings, it's all my original whatever.
I know. Well,
inspiration.
here you are. You're an actress. You're a designer. You're an artist. What don't you do?
What don't I do? I add really well, but I'm not very good at
You're not a big
geometry.
right?
Yeah,
You're
good
much
at
more of the
adding.
other side of the brain.
Yeah.
The left-right brain thing. I don't always get, but it's much more right brain
I'm
to be
kind of
creative.
like a kitty. I just like to eat and sleep and like read. And I like to make
She's a
things.
kitty.
I like to make, I
That's
like
good.
to paint, and I don't know. I feel like I felt like when I was probably born,
Right.
and I've just always been the same way.
Well, you have just such a joyful energy, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think we have some more clips. I
Cool.
just some more stills of your stuff. But we can also go to your website, which is www.lordknows. Is that correct?
Or you can also go to
LoriPetty.com.
which is very cool because it shows my paintings and it shows the movie stuff, and all these cool, cute pictures of like Tank Girl and Keanu and all those people. And
Tank Girl is like a cult film, and of course, amongst all of us lesbians. And you actually made another film with friends of mine, which is Pray for Rock and Roll.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
I was like, that was my other gay movie because I was saying my Relax Is Just Sex. I was in that movie.
Right, and then Pray for Rock and Roll, which came out. It was at Outfest. It played at the John Ford Amphitheater.
Yeah.
I mean, I was there, and the
I
story
was
was
there, too.
great.
It was
and
cool.
You're a musician. It was hot. We've got some of your stuff here. I want to pull in the demo
great.
table here, and you will talk about the stuff you're making because you make pants too.
Yeah.
And like
Pants.
I said, it's stuff that you can wear out.
Yeah.
I love to sleep in something cozy as well.
Well, that's what's cool about this is that you
go
can
down
wear
that
it
side if you
here, like you can wear it on your show, you can wear it to yoga, and you
Right.
can wear it to go get a drink, and you can
Right.
put some cute little shoes, jeans on, or we also have the yoga pants. And
But look at these colors. Let me ask you now: Are these hand dyed? Do you get the fabrics like this?
No. My sister Leslie, she goes through like 7 billion processes. Feel how soft this is.
This
is
I know
insane.
it's like
So
butter.
this has a side pocket here for your telephone or
Your
your
cell phone.
iPod.
I love it.
Seriously.
You're like it's really spiritual stuff, and then here's the pocket for your cell phone and your
Yeah,
iPod.
you can
because
have
let's
it
get
all.
real. We are living in the 21st century.
Homie, I have mine.
These are so
permanent
hot.
eyelashes, and I meditate. So
There
you can
go.
do everything.
That's right. You got to live in the now.
Exactly.
It's all about living in the now.
These 3 shirts are going to be available almost immediately because this is the spring line that's going to come out January 1st. But this is your Do As Angels Do, Love first.
Love first, love first, love first. It's on there 4 times,
Yes.
just in case you don't get the message the first time.
Right, love first. And this one is my personal favorite. It's a collage, a piece of art that I made. This is the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, and these are the people pointing Andrew Young and Jesse Jackson when he was assassinated. And something that Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King said was, when I pass, don't say I won the Pulitzer Prize. Don't say that I did this and I did that. Just say I did try to love somebody. Just say that.
Right.
And that's the greatest thing you can ever say. That should be all you care about, not like how much money did I make and, you know, I love somebody.
Right.
It doesn't even matter if they know it.
Well, the thing is what's so beautiful about what you're doing, it's your passion.
Yeah.
And your compassion is really, it just shows and it's evident, and your fashion sense, because I have to say, I've been eating a little bit, went to France, got a little bit of rolls, but this, it's like a racing strip. It cuts the line there.
Also,
so it actually is truly
with
fashionable.
these double pocket pants, we have a little, the way she did it somehow, we have like the seam goes in.
Right,
so
exactly.
It's
So it cuts the thighs.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Exactly, because it's really, it is about being fashionable.
And you
as
don't
well.
get the bubble booty. It's totally like stays on your butt. It doesn't
Yeah,
get like
'cause
that icky
I like things
thing.
that ride kind of low
No,
too.
and it rides low.
I mean, you're built like really kind of like
Yeah.
this. Like my sister. My sister's a yoga teacher, so everything she wears just hangs on her. I, on the
Yeah.
other hand, have like some curves developing
Here's
in my
your
old age.
angel.
That is one of my favorites. Look at that.
Oh Lord.
Now so is that a painting that you did?
Yes.
Or did you
This is
do
a large
it?
painting.
So it's a large painting, and then you kind of do you silk screen it on there?
Yeah, it's silk screened on, but it's like see the sparkles on here, sparkles on her halo. Also, you know your hoodie. Did you model
Well,
your
you know
hoodie?
what I was saying? It's funny because hoodies are so in. We've had a lot of designers on talking about hoodies, but look at the style
How
on
dope this is, and it has pins up like this.
It's dope.
See?
It's dope. And you know what? This cut with the little thing
Yeah.
is making me really look like I've got some cleavage. Look at the back of this. And I know you
pretty.
can actually pick it up on camera. There's a texture to this. I mean, look at that. I even look fit. My arms actually.
So this is available online.
That's right. And where do they go to get this?
LordKnows.com.
Right,
Or
and
you
they-
can actually go to LoriPetty.com.
Look at that.
And
Well, I love your stuff, and I'm gonna raid you before you leave here. Is there anything, just gotta say, because so many of our viewers are fans, I know, like me, any movies coming up that we can see in?
what am I doing? Okay, let's see. I was on CSI New York a couple weeks ago and I forgot, and I didn't see it, and I forgot to tell my mom.
And you didn't TiVo it
And
or
I got in
anything.
big trouble, yeah. Richard III, I'm in a low-budget film of that right now, where I play the first murderer, which is the first woman to be the first murderer. I murder Richard III's brother, Clarence.
There you go.
Slit him, crash him into the thing. So you
It's
can do
just
that
acting. It's really, it has nothing to do with this compassionate, lovely, passionate person. She murders his brother.
It's Shakespeare. It's okay.
And somebody has to get killed.
It's Shakespeare. And what else? I don't know. What else am I doing, Leslie?
You have so much going on. She's like, my sister, what am I doing?
Oh, yeah. I just did a TV show for Showtime called Masters of Horror. And it's some new scary show on Showtime where it's like the Twilight Zone, but it's like John Carpenter and this one and that one. Every week they do, they're different directors, and they do different things. I don't know. I was up in Canada for like a month at the Four Seasons. That's all the part I remember. It was
Well,
fun.
that's so wonderful. Well, you know what? It's so great. We can actually see you. We can see on TV. We can see in film. And we can get your clothes.
Yes.
Don't forget to go to either LoriPetty.com or Lord Knows. Because Lord knows we all need some help and some compassion and love for one another.
I love you. I love you.
And I love you. Thank you so much for coming in. Give me a hug. I love this girl. Don't go away. We'll be back with more brunch right after this.
Where's the mimosas?
We're not allowed to drink. The memo went out. After Robbie was here watching our place for a week. I think he drank every day on set.
We're gonna chat with him live on Brunch coming up next. Isn't he hot?
Let me ask Leslie.
You
what-
are hot.
Hola, hola.
Don't go anywhere. Email us, brunchaqtelevision.com. We'll be right back. Mwah. Come on.
Okay.
Quiet, please. We are speeding. In. Am I counting? Oh. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, Hi, I'm Lori Petty, and you're watching Brunch on Q Television. Keep watching. Look, I'm right here. Don't go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jesus?
Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back to Brunch. I'm Scotty Withers. We're live in West Hollywood. Lori Petty rocks. Oh my gosh, I love her for a lot of reasons, but I have someone else really cool that I love also. I've got a huge crush on. He doesn't know it, don't tell him. Antonio, how are you?
Pretty good, how about yourself?
I got you some water. It's good to see you. Have a seat.
Nice to
Antonio
meet you.
Rufino. I was on your website last night and I was like going through and it was very exciting because you have some really nice pictures on there.
Thank you.
Has anyone told you that you're like really attractive?
No, never.
Never?
No.
No. Well, they should have. But, well, to give you, in case you have never, you've got to recognize him because he does a lot. Not only acting, but producing, and I'm sure some modeling in there as well. Most people would recognize you from Port Arthur.
Actually, Port Charles.
Port Charles. I don't watch soaps. My grandma watches the stories. She calls them the stories.
Yeah.
Port Charles.
Yes, sir.
What's your role on that?
Well, actually, I did a couple. I had a recurring role. I played a variety of different characters. One of them was a car racer, and I was a foreign college student.
I can see that.
And
that works.
Yeah.
With
His
the leather
exotic
coat
face.
and everything, it works.
And yeah, I just went on and did some other stuff now. You know, I've done a couple
You
guest
did Caroline in the
spots.
City, too.
Correct, yes.
I love
was
that show.
Vito the bartender.
Did they stereotype you in that?
Well, I guess so, if you want to say.
I was going to say. Okay, and you've also been in one of my favorite shows.
Which is?
CSI Miami.
Yeah, that was a twisted character.
What did you play in CSI? I don't remember that. I haven't seen every episode, obviously.
It was a how would you say it?
Was it transsexual? Did you play a transsexual role?
Right, yeah, it was
You were
very
transsexual?
twisted. It was edgy.
Really?
This is used the word edgy.
Wait a minute, were you... I think I did see that episode. Were you one of the killers?
No, I get killed.
You get killed.
Yeah.
Okay, how was that? Well, you've played several gay or gender-issued characters.
Yes,
Are you ever afraid of being stereotyped as the guy that plays the gay role?
No, actually, the way I look at it as an artist, I have to be an open-minded book and not fall into the stereotype or kind of like say, for example, pursuing acting, right? If I want to get open doors for myself in my career, I have to be able to embody other characters.
Absolutely.
Without having that in mind that I may get stereotyped.
Well, how do you do the research? I mean, do you go to West Hollywood and hang out at the Abbey, or do you go to one of the gay gyms, or or do you have friends that you rely on and pull from them?
A variety of different things. A variety of different things, from doing the research through friends, going to different public places like you mentioned, which I did that in my film, or Derecho de Jesus.
Yeah, we want to talk about that too. That's very cool. But you're from Houston.
Yes, sir. Born and raised in Houston, Texas.
And your family's still there?
My family's still there. I'm very fortunate that I get to go back once a year.
Yeah, Houston's a nice town. It gets a little
is.
steamy.
Very
Humidity.
hot.
Is everybody okay? Your family okay from the Katrina and the Rita and the hurricane issues?
Thank God, yes, absolutely.
Good, because it was scary there for a moment, for a few days with Houston after what happened in New Orleans.
Very devastating.
Oh, good. Well, let's talk about the movie. Well, you've got a couple movies.
Yes.
But let's talk about, and you're going to have to help me with the title, El Derecho de Jesus.
You got it. Hey,
Now,
pronunciation was good.
Thank you. My high school Spanish comes in handy.
There you go.
Now, what does El Derecho mean? Because I don't understand. I was trying. Is it like the boss of Jesus?
El derecho would be the rights.
The right of Jesus.
The right of Jesus.
Of Jesus. Yeah. What does that mean? How does that play into the movie?
Okay, basically, El Derecho de Jesus, it's about a Mexican-American college student.
Is that played by you?
That's played by me. And it's basically, the story takes place in it's the true story of Jesus Galindo, which he's the writer, director, producer. And it's about how he's trying to accept himself within his sexuality.
So it is about a gay community. It's about a gay guy in the gay community,
yes.
Especially the Latino community.
Because we all know that being raised Latino, because I myself, I'm Latino.
I didn't notice. I'm kidding.
We all know that being Latin, raised in America, our traditions are very close-minded, and we have to have high morals, which I'm not saying I don't have high morals myself, but we do have to, be very family-oriented, and when you talk about sexuality, that's something that,
and for gay Latino men, there's also the machismo factor there. Well, we actually have a clip of it, of the movie, so let's go ahead and take a look at El Derecho de Jesus.
Yes, sir.
Jesus, what happened to you?
Do you really think you're being fair with me?
So why'd you let him do that to you?
That's what they all say.
You gotta come by more often.
I don't know, because I feel like I'm coming down with the flu.
Actually, I was gonna say thank you.
I gotta go.
Why are you wasting my time?
What about you, Jesus? Any luck?
It's not till they change things, right?
You should have learned that a long time ago.
I think you need to be honest with yourself. I made everybody to tell me. Why did you come?
Very steamy, Antonio.
Thank you.
Like the scene without the shirt. Very nice. I want to ask you though, when you told your family that you were doing this movie and that you'd be playing a gay character role, how did they react?
Well, my mom has always known that I've always liked acting, and she was like, "Oh well, if it's a great character for you and it's gonna help you in your career, do it." Because she knows.
So no problems or anything.
No problems at all. No whatsoever.
You're producing or have produced a movie called Redefining Normal.
That's in the works. It's called Redefining Normal. I'm going to be co-producing and co-starring in it as Orlando Madrid.
And what is that movie about? What is the plot of that?
It's also based on a true story. It's the life story of the writer Tony Bruce. That's a twist to that film because when he was born, he was basically his mother put him in a trash bag and put him in the first house that she approached and just gave him up.
Just left him.
Just left him.
Oh, that's
so it's finding himself, trying to be comfortable under his own skin.
You take on a lot of roles in movies that have some really deep emotional impact because there's some, let's face it, there's some actors in Hollywood that couldn't act themselves out of a paper bag, but they just look pretty. But you actually take on some roles with some serious emotion.
Well, I think that, I've been doing this for a while and I really like a challenge. I like challenges as an actor, and I think that the most amazing stories come from independent films.
Do you prefer movies over TV? Because it's different. The way it's done, the way it's made, it's a completely different process. Which do you prefer to act in?
Well, I definitely like films, but I'm never going to close doors on TV or even a musical. As an artist.
You sing too?
I can hold it.
No way!
But I'm not going to sing right now.
Oh, yes, you are. Listen, the audience wants you to sing.
No.
At least one line. Oh, well, maybe you'll come back and sing some other time?
I'll come back, yes.
Okay, good.
I'll come back when I'm prepared.
Try to get you to sing. Okay, but if you want to learn more about Antonio, you can go to your website.
Yes.
Let's plop that up real quick. Oh, Antonio Rufino.com. Yeah, there we go.
And don't forget Rufino's with one F.
With one F. And not only on your website do you have pictures of yourself and your bio and some articles, but there's some clips of your work that they can see because you've done a lot of things. What else are some of the clips they can see there?
They'll be able to see some of my stuff from Carolina in the City, Port Charles, some of the Spanish projects that I've done too.
So you do actually
bilingual. So I'm very
you're like a quadruple threat.
Markets.
Very cool. Well, it's so nice seeing you.
Nice
meeting you. Scott.
I know, I'm sorry. Hey, this is Honey.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Isn't he?
He is. I'm sorry about my towel, but I'm going to have my little hair trimmed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Awesome.
So I hear you sing. You're going to come back and sing for us sometime.
We've guilted him into it.
Yeah, well, maybe you can help Scott because Scott's got a little how-to that he's going to do. I'm going to get my hair. I'm getting ready for hair trim.
I'd love to stick around.
So my dear friend Troy's going to do that, but you guys are going to go outside, do a little how-to, and we will be back with more brunch shortly. So don't go anywhere. Email us, brunch@qtelevision.com. Do you like my little turban?
I love it.
One of my favorite movies is Postcards from the Ends. You know, when
Just right there next to her.
Hey, welcome back to brunch. I'm sitting here waiting for Troy. I don't know what happened to Scott, but they seem to have disappeared. I'm about to get my hair done. Oh dear, Troy, what happened? Scott, wake up.
You fainted.
Oh, my dear.
I fainted because all these hot boys, Antonio and Troy. I saw Troy coming in.
It's an early birthday present. Just think of it as
I just love when Troy's here.
I know.
He keeps moving away from me every time I try and touch him. He's like, leave me alone.
Because you're both taken. You're both in relationships.
You don't have to ruin it.
Why don't you just go warm up the grill?
I'm going to go to the grill. It's so good seeing you.
Nice to see you.
Please do something about your roots. I'll be back.
Thank you, Scott. Well, you know what? First of all, we all know I went to France, and I love the fact that I got to see what was going on in fashion. And I decided to go from my rock star hairdo, Troy, to something more down and a little more chic and fashionable. And then, of course, Troy pointed out to me that I had roots. So...
Yes, we did your roots yesterday.
Yeah, so what we did, and I know we have some photos of this because it obviously would have taken too long for us to do right now. We attacked my roots. And do we have some shots of that we want to show? We can talk over what we did. This was me getting my hair done. You were attacking the roots.
Yeah,
what did you do exactly?
Well, actually, just a slicing technique. We put some highlight in there and then sliced in your base color.
Yeah, we had some shots. There we go. And then you did the foil, of course. And part of doing the foil allowed you to do, what, a couple different colors at the same time?
Exactly. And then at the end, I toned the blonde colors with the gloss.
Right. Look at you. This was us working very hard yesterday. I wasn't working. I was actually just sitting there handing you foils. But the idea is that when you change your hairstyle, everybody knows I had like those blonde roots, those ends, those tips when I would wear my hair back. But when you're actually showing the roots of your hair, it's better to bring the color all the way down. Look at that one. See how dark my roots were compared to the ends of my hair?
Yeah, and that's great if you have your hair sort of jagged with, a lot of product in it. But some days I see you slick your hair down and then you want to have the color coming all the way through from the base.
And for those of you, I have to admit, because I know a lot of our viewers probably have this issue too, the grays were coming in. So we had to attack those grays. Not that there's anything wrong with gray hair, but when it's dark and then there's grays sticking out, because they tend to be kinkier. What is that about?
Right, they do change. The texture does change.
Okay, so what you're going to do now is, one of the things that we want to talk about is, I fried my hair a little bit because I plugged in my flat iron into the transformer, and I think that it was maybe 400 degrees too hot, and I was flat ironing my hair, and I noticed all this smoke. And Smoke, for those of you at home, is not good.
No, smoke's not good.
When I pulled it out, the little ends were frizzled. So you're going to trim those ends off for me.
I'm going to trim your ends.
Well, let's talk about what you're going to do exactly.
Well, actually, I'm not going to change it too much because I actually like the shape. I'm just going to kind of break up the interior a little bit, take out some of the weight, and just trim your ends a little bit, get a little bit of length out the bottom here. And, you know, I actually like the way it's looking. It looked pretty good before we even started out today. So with the color, changes it nice. If you do put gel in, it'll be nice because you can see the color coming all the way through.
Yeah, and while you're doing this, while you're doing the cut, I just have to say, you know, one of the things for me is that my hair is probably going to be so much lighter in a couple weeks. And you said something to me yesterday was, I don't have to actually shampoo every day.
Exactly. You know, it's important, you know, shampooing your hair every day isn't the best thing, especially if you've got colored hair. You can rinse it now because we all work out, we have active lives. You can rinse your hair, put conditioner over it.
But you know, I use a lot of product every day.
Exactly.
I mean, I put a lot of product in my hair.
Rinse it really well, and then put the conditioner on it.
And is that for all types of hair?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because
and some hair, maybe you don't, you know, like if it's longer, you don't actually have to shampoo it every day.
Right, because then I rinse out this color this beautiful color that you put in. And is this a permanent color or is this like semi-permanent?
Well, your base is permanent, and then on the blonde color we put semi-permanent. It's just sort of a gloss.
Great. And you can see right there in my part how the color goes all the way down to the root. And then it comes out.
And that'll be nice for when you wear your hair a little bit more slick. And the great thing about, you know, Honey is that she does wear her hair different ways. She has great versatility with her cut. And that's what I think is really important today, whatever we're doing, that you have versatility, that you don't wear the exact same thing every day. Some people want their hair to look exactly the same every day. And
well, one of my favorite
happen.
ladies on TV, Diane Sawyer, she wears her hair the same every day, but there is still about caring for it and how you take care of your color. But let's talk about, like, you're trimming the ends right now. I basically get my hair trimmed about every 6 weeks. Is that kind
That's
of
about right,
the norm?
absolutely, yeah.
And does it just keep it, tell me about the health of your hair.
Some shorter cuts for guys I might do, you know, every 4 weeks.
Right.
You know, I used to keep my hair really, really short. I do it every 2 weeks because I just want it to be really clean. But for most cuts, I'd say 6 weeks is good.
Right.
Sometimes longer styles, you know, maybe, you know, 8 weeks.
Right. Well, the thing is that my sister, she has really long hair, and she every now and then we'd be sitting watching TV, and she's taking her hair out with the scissor, and she's clipping the split ends. Do you think that's a good idea, or is it something? Yeah.
No.
Because of course everybody wants to know, can I do this myself at home?
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
You don't want to do it at home. That's why you go to a hairdresser.
Exactly, because you'll end up going to a hairdresser anyhow.
Right.
So you might as well just go the first time.
Yes, and my mother is also guilty of that. It must be in the genes.
We all are.
Of, like, you know, wanting to trim her own hair. And, you know, she uses hot rollers. Tell me a little bit about, like, your hair care. If you're using flat irons, hot rollers,
protection,
curling irons.
Absolutely, yeah. You want to condition your hair. You do protein packs on it. There's all kinds of things you can put in before you do the hair to kind of protect the surface.
I love looking at it because yesterday I had so many gray hairs. And gray hair, is that something that is hereditary? Because I was like the last person in my family to get gray hair, and I just thought it was because I was so carefree and easygoing.
Absolutely hereditary. And a lot of times the darker the hair, the grayer your hair will go. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So you see these guys and they get this really white, nice white platinum hair, and it's usually when they had really dark hair.
Yeah, well, my grandfather, the Ukrainian side, he was gray, I think, at like 21. All of my brothers and sisters, you know, I'm one of 10 kids. I'm like the last one to go gray. But I think everybody except one of my brothers, Charlie, colors their hair.
And you know what I tell people, as long as it's still attached to your hair, your head, as long as it's still there, who cares if it's gray, we can color it.
Right. Well, the thing is, too, is that a lot of times, and I'm sure a lot of our viewers know this, you use a lot of product, you're drying your hair, you're curling it, you're doing whatever, and it gets kind of damaged and kind of dull. What do you do about shine? Because you were talking about...
Yeah, I put a gloss on it, have your stylist put a gloss on it. It takes about 15 minutes, you know, and you can do that when you get your hair cut.
Right.
They just, you know, they put the gloss on, they put you under the dryer. It's really simple. It gives a real shine, shimmer to the hair. It also protects it against the styling products, the styling tools.
Right, because a lot of the products today, a lot of products have alcohol in them.
Absolutely.
And that obviously dries it out.
And something else I can recommend as well is because we do use like a lot of pomades and styling things. What I would do is, when you shampoo your hair, leave the shampoo in for 3 to 5 minutes, maybe once a week. And that's going to take the buildup off your hair.
Oh,
and that will give your hair shine.
You know, there was
good.
another tip that you gave me yesterday. After the color, you washed it, you shampooed it very gently, and then when you put the conditioner in, you rinsed it with cool water.
Absolutely.
And now, does the cool water, does that help
that takes
retain
the
the
cuticle.
color?
No, well, what it really does is it closes down the cuticle area. It's the same as when you wash your face. And you can wash with warm water and then rinse with cool water.
Well, that's what I do. Yeah, when at night after I've washed my face and I've used cleanser, I do a lot of cold water to tighten those pores and get rid of those crow's feet, Scott. He doesn't have crow's feet. He has a few smile lines, but he's such a young little baby. He's going to be 33 tomorrow. That's my little. Oh, Scott, stop crying.
What? I'm sorry. What are you talking? It looks fabulous.
Do you love the color?
Good. Yes. I know that you you dropped something. It's gonna look good. Thank goodness he's getting rid of the gray. I'm gonna like it, but I know it's gonna take a little bit longer. And we have our how-to segment coming up.
How to? You're going to do something fabulous.
I am.
Well, why don't we do
I'm
this?
going to do it by myself. You stay here.
Well, go. You know what? If Antonio's around and he wants to help you, why don't you do the how-to?
I got him locked out on the patio.
And make sure that the grill is warmed up right, but don't burn
I will.
anything down.
I'll make sure the grill is fine. We're going to do our how-to. I'm not letting Antonio go anywhere, so don't you go anywhere. You're watching Brunch live on the Q Television Network. Email us, brunch@qtelevision.com.
Wonderful. And I'll be back with Troy Penn, and he's going to finish this haircut of mine.
The sealant has to dry, so it'll be a little bit. Good job. Looks nice, fine.
If I only had a brain. If I only had a brain.
Hey! Welcome back to Brunch. I'm Scotty Withers, live in Hollywood. And look who I made stay with me. He doesn't know he's staying all day. Antonio, thank you for sticking with us.
Oh, my pleasure.
Every day we do a segment called How To.
Okay.
And How To with Honey and Scott. Honey is getting her hair. Finally, she's getting her roots fixed.
I'm sure she's gonna be hot.
Oh, yeah. Whatever. I don't know. But so Antonio's staying to help us today with today's little how-to segment, which is something so easy that if I can do it, you can do it. And it's all about decorating.
Cool, I love decorating.
And what we all, gay guys love plants, but sometimes these orange pots are just nasty, ugly eyesores. So we've come up with a way that we can teach you how to decorate it and make it a little fancy and give it a little gay flair. So we went out and we just got a pot. I'm sorry, someone's calling me. I don't know who that is. Anyways.
Wait, did you make this?
Well, yes, we started it. This is just a pot, and all you need, you can get it at a store, any kind of home gardening store, Home Depot, something to that effect. It's like $2 or $3, but it's just that ugly plain terracotta. So then what you also need is some of this, and this is called joint compound. It's like plaster that you can use in the bathroom for
Is it
tiles.
eatable? Can you eat this?
You cannot eat it.
No? Oh,
No.
it's
Do you want to
good.
try it? No, it's nasty. But it comes in all colors. We just got the generic kind of khaki white color. And then we went and got some of these river stones, glass stones. You can buy these anywhere real cheap. You can substitute these.
They feel really cool too.
Aren't they cool? They're nice and smooth. We like smooth things, don't we? Yeah. Anyways, you can get them at the dollar store. You can get them anywhere. You can buy them in big bags. Or the cool thing is, if you have something special like stones or something like that you got at the beach or the river or something, you can use those. So what you do is you just take the pot and you put some of this junk on it, like this, and smooth it out. And how easy is this?
Yeah, I think it's very easy.
And then you just plop them in and you let it dry. You need to be a little bit smoother with it. I'm not good at getting this all. and then you just make different decals. And when it dries, like it has here, you can then go back in with some paint, and you can paint that area any color you want. Or if Bobby Trendy was here, he'd throw glitter on it, because the man throws glitter on everything.
Oh, he does?
Oh my God, the boy he walks with glitter bottles. You can make different designs with the different sizes. You can also do it on picture frames with smaller little squares or rectangles. Isn't that cool?
Yeah,
and
I like that.
could you
It's very
grab that
nice.
one? This is one we did earlier. We haven't painted yet. And you just put the little bedazzles
It's really
around
cool.
it. Cool.
It's art. It's expressing yourself.
And it's easy to do. Isn't it?
Isn't it?
It's
Yeah.
very simple
It
to
is.
do.
It's very
But
simple to do.
now, Antonio, for
Yes,
guys like
sir.
me that
Uh-huh.
are, hair challenged, we like going out and we like to be fancy too.
Oh,
so
really?
you can do this on pots, but you can also do this on your head. So we're gonna do that. Antonio, put some on my head. We're gonna make it a little design, like for the white
Okay,
party.
guys, you guys ready for this?
Just a little bit. That's a lot. The white party's coming up, and you want to look festive, so you can put a little bit on the top of your head like that and spread it out nice and
How does it
thin.
feel? Does it feel nice and
It actually
cool?
feels good.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice. And then it'll peel off later, and then you can make a design with the different stones or anything else. If you have little shells or.
Let's see. What am I gonna
How's
do
it?
here?
Make some. Don't spell any nasty words.
Oh,
Don't
no.
spell
I'm
any
not gonna
nasty
go-
words.
I'm not gonna go that route.
But it makes a little turban. So for people like me
Yeah.
that don't have hair, you can just decorate your head like this. You just
that's
have to
kinda
be
cool.
careful that you get the non-toxic kind, so it doesn't hurt any. Don't get any in your eyes or your mouth. What are you making up there, Antonio?
I don't know. Well, I guess
But
you'll
it'll be
have
festive.
to-
You could get all the different stones in the rainbow colors and make a nice little rainbow thing. You could use beads. You could use anything you wanted to just
How does it
dress
feel
up
so far?
yourself. It actually it feels nice. How's it turning out up there? Have you ever put stones on someone's head before?
No, never.
No.
It's my first time.
It's your first time. See,
Like
see
they
what
say, there's
happens?
always a first
There's
time.
always
for
a first time for everything.
First experience here.
It seems to be sticking well. It's
Yeah?
I just hope it comes off later this afternoon. So
There we go.
Yeah. So that's something, but then you just need to be very careful that you get non-toxic, because you don't want to get anything that's going to cause you a rash or anything like that. Well, thank you,
Right.
Antonio, for helping me with my very first solo.
Oh, my pleasure.
How does it look?
It looks good.
If
Look good.
I
That's
only had a brain.
my expression for today. My creative art.
Thank you, Antonio. Come back anytime. That's it
Thank
for the
you.
how-to today. We're going to check back in with Honey in a little bit to see how her hair's turned out. I hope the gray's gone. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Brunch live on the Q Television Network. Mwah! We love you. Does it look nice? I like it. It feels good. It's right. Hey guys, welcome back to Brunch. I had to take that stuff off my head because it would have shined on the camera. But we'll decorate my head later. Thank you. Jim is here, Jim DeRazio, and we're actually going to be cooking today, right, Jim?
Right.
What are we cooking?
We're having marinated grilled chicken breast with a nice baby green salad with walnuts, orange peels.
It looks
sections
awesome. It's already starting to smell good. Well, we're going to keep cooking out here and get things ready. We're going to check back in with you in a few minutes and do an interview. But let's go back upstairs inside to the apartment and check and see how Honey's hair turned out. I hope it's still there.
Ooh, I can smell that cooking. Thanks, Scott. Now, my dear friend Troy Penn is just about finished with me. Look at my hair color. It is just, I am in love with this color. And it's different. It's a little bit redder or auburny than it used to be.
Yeah, it's nice to change it up a bit, I think.
And you cut into a bunch of layers. So the last and finishing touch on this hair is some product. And of course, I want to make sure that our viewers know, don't do this at home. Go to a salon. Troy here works at B2V Salon. It's one of the best salons here in Hollywood. And we're going to put the website up, which is b2vsalon.com. And they have their own products, which I love. I was like, get me some free products. Okay, Kim, I didn't mean that. Kim Vo actually is one of the owners of the salon. But what you did right now is you blew my hair dry.
Right, I blew your hair out.
And now what are you putting in my
And
hair?
so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the product in. You see what it looks like now, and then
well,
we're
I
going to put a
kind of
little
have that like I just had sex look.
Right, exactly.
You gotta love that pillow
And
head.
so when we put the product in, it's a little paste here. It's going to really break up. You're going to really be able to see the texture in the hair.
And you cut into it, and that's the whole thing, is creating texture. And especially when you have really dark hair, it's like with the color, the product, and the cut add the texture. I mean, it's really about having texture and not having a helmet head.
Exactly, you know, and it's about having the ends really chopped into a little bit, you know. All the cuts today, we're not really doing blunt cuts any longer.
I am
If your stylist is
it.
doing a blunt cut on you, you know, I think it should change.
I know. Well, the Dorothy Hamill, the Hamill Camel is gone.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're now into something more rock and roll, stylish.
And it should be easy, you know, like, you know, you just blow this out. She had gel in her hair before I cut it today, be a little glossier, but you know, it should be just, you just power dry it, you put a little product in it, it should be really good to go, unless you're gonna use the flat iron if you've got curly hair, or if your hair is longer, of course, so it's gonna take a little more.
Well, I love it. It looks like I have all this movement going on in my hair. And you know, one thing, I just want to say this one thing. As a hairdresser, I know hairdressers all over the world deal with this. People come in with a photograph, and they go, make me look like this. How do you deal with that?
Well, you know what? Sometimes, you know, actually I like a photograph because I can sort of pick out, you know, what they like in the picture. You know, I think sometimes it's good for communication. You know, I can say, do you like the way the hair is moving? Do you like the texture? Do you like the color? You know, but a lot of times, yeah, I mean, they're looking at something else. The face of the person looks really cute. You know, they've got thick hair when the client's got fine hair. And we just go through it.
Or no hair.
Or no hair, absolutely. Or they've got a ton of hair and they've brought this client, you know, a photograph of somebody that doesn't have very much hair. And it's just about working with them. But it's great, you know, bring your photos in, you know. I don't mind it.
I don't know. You know what? I'd love my viewers, our viewers out there, to email us. Let me know what you think about this hair. Troy Penn at B2V Salon. B2V Salon, they have their own products. You can order those online. And he's right here in West Hollywood on Doheny. And let me just see this. Let me see some of this.
Oh yeah, we've got some of this. There's shampoo, conditioner, which is great.
Oh, you gotta love that little sound effect we got going. This is the Truly Clean Shine Conditioner. And if your hair's damaged, you can put it in, you can leave it in, and it'll just get to those dry roots. So I believe in it.
And it's really important, if you've got color in your hair, use a shampoo for color hair.
Yeah, this is a shampoo that's color safe, formulated especially for regular to sensitized hair. So it enriches your hair without weighing it down. So, well, Troy, thank you so much. I love it. Look at my hair.
I love it.
Do you love the new do?
Good. That looks great.
Isn't he amazing?
That was fast.
Yeah. And he's cute, he's strong, and he has great hair.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, we're starving now. You want to stick around and have some
We're ready to cook. Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Jim's getting the grill all warmed up. We got the food ready to go, so don't go anywhere. There's more brunch with Jim DeRazio next.
And don't forget to tip your hairdresser. 20%
Absolutely.
is like, you know, is the usual.
How's my hair? Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Troy.
Good job. Hi! Welcome back to Brunch, live on the Q Television Network. Come on in, Troy. Come on in, honey.
Hey!
Jim's out here. We're having fun.
Oh, yeah, my dear friend Jim DeRazio. First of all, Jim and I, we go back some years, back to the old modeling days.
Wow.
And now you've got your own company, you're catering. You are one of my absolutely favorite caterers here in LA. And you're making us something special.
Let's get it going here. We're making a marinated chicken breast. Have a seat, Troy.
I was getting my
Marinated
hair
chicken breast.
done and I was dying.
This is something you can do easy, and it's really healthy for you.
Correct.
What did you marinate this in? Because it smells awesome.
This is a ginger sesame.
Ginger sesame.
Yes.
Is it your secret recipe? Is it something you want to share with us? What do you put in there?
You know, you do like you kind of mix in a little soy, a nice citrus. You know, and then you can throw the sesame seeds in there.
Are there certain marinades you shouldn't put on chicken?
anything honey's bad. Oh no, not
Not this honey.
But honey is bad because it tends to stick. You know, it burns quicker than the meat would cook.
That's right.
So
Honey
do something with a little
burns.
citrus. Citrus tends to cook the meat.
Really?
While it's marinating, yes.
Okay.
If you put a lime or an orange, it'll tend to cook the chicken so that it doesn't have to cook as long.
What I really hate is when you're grilling chicken, sometimes it's perfect, it comes out still juicy, but sometimes it gets really dry and
There's a
yucky,
little
rubbery.
secret to that also.
What is that?
Did you pre-cook it?
No. Spritz it with a little bit of water, just a clear little bottle of water. Spritz your chicken breast. Yeah, it keeps the moisture in.
Before you put...
While it's
cooking. Oh, okay.
There you
and
go.
you're also making a salad. This seems really easy.
Yeah,
it's just some greens.
Exactly. This is a basic like baby greens, real light, soft, early picked leaves, and we're going to add a little bit of orange.
I'll do that while you're telling
Orange
me
slices
here.
and some red bell peppers and some walnuts, and with a nice apple cider orange vinaigrette for fall.
And you just toss it all in.
Wow.
There
this
you go.
is a real
Toss all those
treat.
in, and then we'll use the larger pieces for garnish.
And the walnuts go in too?
Yep.
Wow.
Now the interesting thing about the oranges, when you section your oranges, there's the white part on the inside of the orange. I don't know if you know what that's
Stand
called.
up here so you can look at me.
Okay.
What's the white part inside the orange called?
Pith.
The
It's
pith.
And you want to get that pith off because unless you want pith in your salad.
Right.
No,
and
don't like
sometimes it's a little bit bitter.
And
Don't pith on my salad.
No, that's
what I-
nasty. Or my
I'm
pool.
saying don't pith
or
on my salad.
pool. Nasty.
So we've got that chicken.
The chicken's cooking.
It's smelling really great.
What kind of dressing were you going to put on this?
This is going to be an apple cider with an orange juice, apple cider vinaigrette with olive oil.
Oh, and that's this here?
Right. You just give that a little stir.
And that's so perfect for autumn because it's like
That's
you got
nice.
apples, there's your
Oh, I know.
Macintosh, your Granny Smiths, your Red Delicious. I love apples.
Love apples.
Put a little bit of apple, and if you want, you'll probably even throw a little apple
That looks great.
garnish on the side.
You could do that.
doing
Unfortunately,
your
I don't have
apples.
any apples today, so we use oranges. Nice,
I love it.
You know, oranges for the
Well,
color.
that's absolutely
And it's very
beautiful.
colorful too. Also, if you'll notice.
That's
It
gorgeous.
is. It looks very autumnal fall because they're using
Well,
things from fall.
Can I tell you, it smells
Wonderful.
so good. We're going to go away. We're going to get our table set, and we're going to chow down at the end of this. So don't go away. We'll be back with more brunch after this.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh my
It's
God,
food
that
time.
is just, it's smelling so divine.
It does. It's good. Good. Oh, thank you so much.
Wow. Well, welcome back. Before we dig into this food, I want to thank, we had such fabulous guests today. Lori Petty, she's amazing.
love
Lord
Lori
knows. And Antonio Rufino.
I have a little crush.
And you still have some compound on your head. And
I know.
Troy, you just totally outdid yourself with this hairstyle.
It looks good.
It's so exciting. And Jim, you are
Jim-
the master chef. I'm going to swallow
It's
this in 2
amazing.
bites. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. You're welcome.
And do you have a website?
Not yet. It will be
Not
up
yet,
soon.
but if you can go to Brunch at Q Television, get any information on Jim that you like.
Mm.
Tomorrow we have a great show. We've got
Anthony Rapp from Rent.
My good friend Shahara with fashion from Grail and Antique Denim. And we just don't want to forget our very, very dear friend, because of course it's your birthday tomorrow, Robbie Laughlin.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. We all wish you a happy birthday
Yeah, because
here.
he's old. He might not have many more.
Oh, stop. And,
I love you, Robbie.
We're
We
going
love
to
you.
just see. How is that? I got to
Does it
taste
taste-
this.
Have you dived?
It's great.
really, this
Oh my God.
dressing, Jim, is
It's
really
fantastic.
good.
Thank you,
What
thank
was
you.
the dressing again?
It was an apple vinaigrette with apple cider vinegar, olive oil, and just a squeeze of orange.
It is amazing.
And the chicken is so divine. Remember, honey burns. So be careful putting honey on your chicken.
How long do you let it marinate?
You could do that overnight.
Yeah.
You do? Oh,
The chicken is fantastic.
it's
The
really
salad
good.
is fantastic. We have our recipe on our website. Troy did my hair, B2B Salon, Lord knows, LoriPetty.com. We have the greatest guests. We're going to kick out here with a little bit of Robbie. And I'm going to finish this.
Happy birthday,
Robbie.
Robbie. We love you.
Mwah, we love
Happy
you.
birthday.
See you tomorrow on brunch. Bye. Oh my gosh.
It
it's
is so-
It's
The
crazy
marinade in
good.
this is really
Thank you, thank you.
You know,
This is
everybody
him.
wants some of our food.
Okay, right now we're coming back to you guys.
Oh, Pee-wee, I lost you. I lost you. Pee-wee. Pee-wee! My first patient, Pee-wee! Scott, I tried! Scott, I tried! I swear to God! I did everything I could! Oh, Pee-wee! Come back. Oh, Pee-wee. I've made peace. Normally I don't eat fish, Pee-wee, but waste not, want not. A little salt. There you go. A little bit of lemon. Ooh. You were such a good little fish. Oh. Look at you jump, just like you used to. Except now you're dead.